The Ferrari engine problem has always been a downgrade to their performances. They have had terrible races and bad form and have not found it easy on the tracks. Presently, the Ferrari family is bottom of the ranking for most racing kilometers completed in 2022. During the race in Mexico, they finished at their wits' end. Also at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, they had to scuffle with Red Bull to settle for 4th. Welcome to our channel. Today we'll be discussing how Ferrari solved their terrible engine reliability problem. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more news and analysis like this. Now, the Ferrari cars are the best on the grid. However, the team is currently 97 points behind racing juggernauts Red Bull, and Leclerc, the Monegasque driver, is 80 points behind Max Verstappen in the drivers' standings. Since the induction of the new F1 2022 rules, we have seen complications in terms of Ferrari's engine reliability, and so here is exactly what happened. The Italian race team pushed past their bounds in the case of engine failures. As a result of the constant reliability issues, both Leclerc and Carlos Sainz have been forced to forfeit 2 races, each being a mechanical engine fault. Most times, the incidents lead to engine explosions and electrical fire accidents. According to team principal Mattia Binotto, the cause of the failures and malfunctions is engines that the team wanted to meet up with the new standards of Red Bull and Mercedes' new engine operations. So desperate that they completely abandoned reliability for performance, safety, and longevity. We pushed the limits of performance beyond what would have been a normal reliability plan, and this is because we knew it would be important to close the gap on the competition before the freeze for 4 seasons, knowing that reliability issues can always be resolved later, said Binotto in an interview with Motorsport Italy. This is not to say that we arrived at the first race thinking we were completely unreliable. It was not. In the winter tests, no problems emerged, but we knew we did not have an ideal situation. The problems we had on the track that had not emerged in the bench simulations, I think they are typically unexpected events of a new project, and we have to take them into account. I'm not entirely surprised by what happened. Binotto also said that work was going on to change the energy recovery system, but he personally feels the problem is more than that. Before the engine failures, Leclerc was taking the lead in the race before he dropped out of the race because of mechanical difficulties. Carlos also had his glory cut short as he was about to finish second at the Australian Grand Prix before an internal combustion failure stood in his way. After the series of problems with the Ferrari, excess efforts were put in place to get the cars in good shape. So, after Leclerc's explosion in Spain and Baku, and Carlos' flamey exit in Austria, Binotto confirmed that the Maranello squad will have to wind up engine performances for better output and reliability. Since the introduction of the 066-7 engine, they believed that they will play it aggressively in Abu Dhabi, but they had to reduce the power to stop constant backing ups. "We had to lower the power, yes, we had to," said Binotto in a short reference. According to the mechanical experts, the problem was related to the latest evolution of the turbulent jet ignition combustion system that the racing company got from Mahler in 2016. It was this combustion system that closed their gap with Mercedes. However, it had become the mines in the cars, as the spark plug within the pre-chamber became the weak point and cause of all the booms and bams. A cylinder head houses both the spark plug and a fuel injector of the TJI system. It is necessary for the maximization of power, which has been necessary since the power unit freeze. Only 2 to 3% of the fuel is injected into the pre-combustion chamber. The rest of the fuel is spread evenly over the piston surface. The cap is rich in fuel, while the combustion agent in the chamber is more air than fuel. The spark plug's ignition reacts with the pre-chamber mixture to create plasma jets. However, the lean mixture is self-ignited. The flame is spread through the entire volume of the cylinder. Lean chamber mixture is very key to the functionality of the engine. The mixture shortens combustion time. Short combustion increases the compression ratio because bad reactions are reduced due to the lean chamber mixture. Also, since the spark plug is self-ignited, greater thermal efficiency is produced, hence increasing power. Now, this is where the whole dilemma was laid. During development, Ferrari tried to exploit maximum injection of the system. As a result of this, the spark plug suffers and eventually gets broken. The engineers had to work on their mappings to not push the spark plug over the limit, while external materials are delivered to support the maximum power mode. With the performance at Abu Dhabi, it seems that they've worked out the plug problem. It will be a significant amplifier to the commission in 2023 after all the reliability problems have been solved. With all the tussle, Mattia Binotto is now set to resign from his job at the end of the year. I am leaving a company that I love, which I've been part of for 28 years, with the serenity that comes from the conviction that I have made every effort to achieve the objectives set. I leave a united and growing team, a strong team ready, I'm sure, to achieve the highest goals, to which I wish all the best for the future. Binotto was informed about the plans for his replacement. He has been with the side since 1995, but he had lost the confidence of the managerial board. After the Abu Dhabi Prix, Binotto had no plans of leaving his position, but after his chat with chairman John Alcan, they agreed his best option was to move on. So now he is to be replaced by Frédéric Vasseur. The dropping of the longtime Ferrari technician is associated with all these mechanical problems the race team continually had to deal with and his failure to effectively face these weaknesses during his time. Although they returned to competitiveness in Abu Dhabi with a 4th place finish, their winning car ended with a jacked up engine due to operational errors and reliability problems. So to Alcan, Binotto had to go. So that's the end of today's episode. Let us know how you feel about the choices made by Ferrari, and if you feel dropping Binotto was a good choice or not. Please drop a like and subscribe for more stuff like this. See you next time.